Hello and welcome back to another video here with me, Arne. We are playing not Explorer, we're playing Standard. Yes, we're back to it. But first, before I get into that, let's talk real quick about the banning and unbanning that happened in Pioneer, which translates to Explorer as well. So we have Geological Appraiser and Content Creator banned. Discover got in and got out right away. They didn't want any of that, which is understandable. It's pretty stupid. One card combo type of deck, pretty even though it wasn't super successful, it's still very annoying. Anyways, Content Creator comes at a surprising time that they banned that. I don't know, Mono Green wasn't that oppressive. I think Mono Green is kind of dead now. That is sort of my opinion on it, because the faster decks will just be faster, and Khan sort of gave the Mono Green deck a tool to defend itself and to attack from a different angle. Maybe you can do something there by replacing the card with something else, but for now it seems kind of rough. And the big thing, an exciting thing, honestly, I love unbannings, and we had an unbanning, which was the unbanning of Smuggler's Copter, a very powerful vehicle that used to dominate Standard and got banned after 3 months, and that was one of the first cards banned in Pioneer because it was just too good. Is now back in the format again, which seems kind of risky, but also, of course, exciting, because you can put in a lot of various decks, Smuggler's Copter being colorless, very strong. The problem, though, and that's really a bummer, it's not on Arena. It was on Arena with Color Dash when, Arena was in beta 5-6 years ago or whatever. That was exactly. But they since, haven't removed it. They just brought Color Dash Remastered, which didn't have the copter in it, because I guess they were thinking, it's too powerful, it's too annoying, it's too oppressive. We don't even put it into this format because we will not unban it. Well, turns out you unbanned it, and now we don't have the copter, which makes this whole Explorer thing kind of lame. For me, at least, because, I see the Pioneer people playing with copter, and I play this format where, there should be copter, but there isn't. So I think I'm gonna keep my hands off Explorer until we get the copter. But yeah, I guess there's Khans of Tarkir releasing very soon as well. So we're getting a bunch of new cards for Explorer there. Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise were cards that we were missing for a long time. So it would be kind of exciting to have a complete Explorer format, but I guess we never really did. But Copter, it's not like not having Sylvan Carroted or something like that. Sorry that I'm going on this rant right now, but Copter is just, that is a card that is like Fable of the Mirror Breaker type of level card. And not having that, just, that feels like something major is missing. I don't care if I don't have, Nylea's Presence for a couple more months or whatever. I think that card we have by now. But, like these minor things where whatever, but Oath of Nissa is one of those, like Oath of Nissa is in Mono Green. We still don't have it in Explorer, but it doesn't matter that much. But Copter is just like, it spawns entire archetypes, it dominates formats, without a doubt. So, yeah. Where Copter would also be good? In this artifact-based Izzet Pirates deck to smoothly transover, definitely not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean, into, Standard here, ran over on Explorer. This is actually a deck that was used by none other than Pro Tour champion and fellow German Jan Moritz Merkel, JMM, on Magic Online, who's been, crushing the marks, has 2 Pro Tour wins under his belt, and just an absolutely phenomenal player. He brought this deck to a last chance MOX qualifier event, which qualifies you for a very prestigious MOX qualifier that then qualifies you for the MOX directly. Sort of like one of the last stepping stones to getting to the prestigious 8-people MOX tournament, where you can qualify for the World Championship and qualify for Pro Tours and all that stuff. And he brought this deck, so he's a serious guy. He's a serious player. He doesn't joke around necessarily. He tries to brew around a little bit here and there, but if he brings a deck, then he means business, and that likely means that the deck actually has legs. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to try this out. We have a ton of new cards here. We are of course playing Spyglass Siren. This sticks out to be one of the best pirates in this set. Just an incredible card on raid, 1 mana, 1/1 flyer with a map token. Yeah, phenomenal. Tomb Raider, our little Goblin guide without downside if you have an artifact in play. And also a pirate. Can't miss in a pirate aggressive deck, I suppose. Then we have the Schooner. Very nice vehicle. I'm talking about Copter, sort of a fixed version of that card. a lot worse, but hey, still a 2-mana vehicle, which with good stats, of course. 3/4 is pretty nice early game. Then we have the crewmate, a little bit of card advantage. We have the Captain Storm Cosmium Raider, pumps all our guys. And then we have the Malcolm, which is a really cool name. Alluring Scoundrel. Just, yeah, a good pirate on raid. I don't think you will often get to that 4 chorus counters. But I guess, yeah, we have a copter replacement. It also loots guys, so, and has flying, so pretty much copter, right? And yeah, we have some counter spells to support all this. Then a powerful 3-drops here with the sort of Pirate Lord. Yeah, whenever you attack with Pirate, you get various abilities here. Especially the one that target creature can't block this turn seems pretty powerful. If you want to push those damages through, all of a sudden they, I don't know, play like a Shieldred, and then you play this, attack, right away the Shieldred can't block. They thought they would be stabilizing, but they're going super low then. So this card seems quite powerful. And then we have the Larcenist, which is sort of a variant of, you know, a Brutal Cathar. Shuts down a thing a little bit, makes it into a treasure. You know, loses all abilities, shuts off a Shieldred. And then we have a Frenzy. Not much removal, very focused on just getting the beats done with the Pirates. I'm excited about this. Like, he went 4-1. He, you know, didn't get the 5-0, which you need to qualify the photo marks, but 4-1 in an LCQ for that type of event is pretty strong, I would say. So I'm certainly happy to give it a try. So I have Cavern of Souls, Mirrex, and Restless Spire as utility lands down here. The sideboard, we are looking at Lithomantic Barrage, of course, against Raffine and friends, with a Negate and Disdainful Strokes. We have Vampire's Vengeance, which I assume is there for Boros Convoke. When they go Imodane's Recruiter, you know, and think about, and they presume they will have an amazing attack. Boom, you can wipe the board in instant speed, and they never get any damage in. Then we have the Glyph here as well. So we don't play that many artifacts after all. We can make treasures here, we can make maps there. So that one I'm a bit skeptical of. Yeah, but we'll have to see. And then we have Jaya as well. A little bit of a, you know, I guess against Sunfall decks, having a Planeswalker that you can deploy onto the board that doesn't run into Sunfall is kind of nice. And then we have another Frenzy for a big Shieldred, of course. Yeah, I mean, kind of cool deck. I wouldn't have thought that we would see a tribal deck in this huge standard format performing. So, pretty exciting stuff. Let's get into it. I would like to play first. Okay, definitely not keeping a one-lander. Yeah, this seems legit. I can work with this. Let's put away Island, I guess, yeah. I was thinking for a second if I could put away the Shivan Reef, but we do have Witchstalker Frenzy in our deck. So yeah, we should not do that. By the way, gold tier in Constructed. I haven't been gold in a long time in Constructed, I gotta say. But yeah, my time lately, the only Magic I've been really playing these days is for the channel. So if you don't play much, you can expect to have a rank. So, we are happy to have drawn a creature there to get in a damage attack with 5. Multiple schooners, obviously not great, because then we need multiple creatures to crew. So I'm very happy to put that schooner into the graveyard. Looks like we were running up against Domain, I would think. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, I've been completely obsessed, literally a junkie almost, you could say, with Europa Universalis. It's sort of a thing of mine, a bit of a history geek I am. And I've been just playing a heck out of that game lately. Alright, pretty smooth here. So this is a hit for 9. They don't even have Leyline Binding. They might have Herd Migration. They might go up to 16, take 9, go to 7. And they've already conceded. Yeah, I'm just like, I probably would have kept that on top. Just having another creature is good here. And yeah, because they can't Sunfall the next turn, they kind of die here, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Herd Migration puts them up to 7. But then, what do? Find a blocker, I kill them. Alright, cool. That was pretty smooth, pretty aggressive stuff. So, I guess Frenzy is not needed. Disdainful Stroke, Negate are definitely what I want here. Jaya, I said I wanted something against Sunfall, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just so expensive. You kind of want to keep up counters. Maybe on the play, she's fine. I definitely don't like the Glyph. It just gets exiled, so not that good. I think the Larcenist is just the weakest card here. Because, again, like, they don't play many creatures, and yeah, it's a free drop, otherwise it's too free, not that efficient. Yeah, I could play Jaya over the Larcenist. Theoretically, the card does seem good, but it also seems so expensive. The Larcenist, yeah, it can at least, like, turn off and attracts at a turn it comes down or something like that, which is a bit corner case, or like an Archangel of Wrath. On the other hand, Jaya really good with the Schooner, gives you some crew for that, and then I'll try the Jaya over the Larcenist. The Larcenist just seems kind of bad. Now I'm a bit weak to something that has resolved. Like, I don't really have answers for anything on the board. But I hope we'll just kill them or counter the life linking flyers. This is weird. I mean, I can go Raider into Schooner. Then I have Breeches. I think this is actually fine. Huh? It's a pretty good curve if I hit a third land that's untapped. And that's perfect. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, the potential on this hand is very high, I would say. As soon as I have this land, my hand is pretty awesome. Definitely going with the Schooner. Raider into Schooner is a pretty nice curve, not gonna lie. And this guy can make treasure right away. It's sort of like a little bit of a Fable vibe. Like, if you have a pirate in play, you crew, make a treasure, and then have Spell Pierce up. It's kind of nice. Okay, so what do I do here? Think I have to play this. Although I much rather... Maybe I'll play this with the Mirrex, actually. I really want a pirate in play when I play this. I think I'm gonna do that. So I get that treasure immediately and I have the counter up, you know? A Raider. Alright. I would like to find a land with the Schooner. Okay, alright. Good. Arena Premium, listening to me. And following my orders. Okay, I mean, that one's decent, but it won't... Okay, they missed a land drop, so that's pretty bad for them. That is quite bad for them, huh? Okay, awesome. So what I'm worried about is literally all countered by Spell Pierce, I think. So I feel pretty comfortable going Breeches into Tomb Raider, I think. Yeah. I could have made a little bit more math here. What do I tap? Yeah, this obviously. But like, I could have played a Schooner, for example, this turn, and something like a Tomb Raider. But I think it's okay. Oh, are you joking? It triggers for each? Oh, but you can only choose one each turn. Oh, that's still amazing, though. The question is, do I want to exile top card? I don't think I want to. I'm gonna just do something that looks a little weird. Do I want another one of those? I don't think so. I could have exiled because the, you know, making this not able to block doesn't do anything here. But Leyland, right? Okay. But I kind of don't want to then exile a 1-drop and show them that I have Spell Pierce, because if I don't play the 1-drop, it's kind of sus. And I actually had a 1-drop on top. Wow, my opponent playing around that Spell Pierce pretty nicely. Damn. All right. Not bad. The Obstinate Bailiff was not something I thought I was facing here. It's huge. It's absolutely game winning. If I had to make this appear up, I would have counted it 100%. Yeah. Wow. Impressive. I kind of have to hope here that this schooner becomes a 4/5. Otherwise, I have nothing going. No attacks, no damage. Alright, and a Breeches. I'm happy with that. Okay, well, that means my Siren grows one more. Yep. Okay. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna play another schooner. It doesn't line up well, but no, I mean, now I have Breeches, so with Breeches I can just make this not able to block. Okay, so they missed the land drop, but they have drawn land back to back. That ain't gonna resolve, that's for sure. Okay, tricky stuff. But yeah, I have a really good attack now. They're attacking with Baloth? No. Okay, I can go Breeches. Crew with Breeches. Then I crew... do I actually crew? Could also attack with these three. So my opponent's at 13. 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 damage or 11. But I get to see one less card. Nah, I mean, but I also get to explore. Yeah, it's probably worth. I'm stupid. I should have made the Siren bigger. I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but a little bit. Okay, so can't block this turn on you. And exile the top. I haven't played a land yet, but I think I'd rather go for treasures. Ooh. Interesting. Choose target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you attack this turn, deals damage equal to the number. Okay, they've given up. Well, I don't need to think as much, I guess. But yeah, I mean, if they had Atrax on the next turn, they would have died. If they had Sunfall, I have the Spell Pierce. If they have land, Sunfall, I would be dead. Mirrex pretty nice with the schooner, I gotta say. Giving you the crew there. That is huge, actually. And yeah, same as Jaya. Okay, I'm pretty impressed by the Breeches. Yeah, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. So usually these things go like, oh, whenever one or more pirate you control attacks. So I was like, in my head, I was already prepared for that. But this says actually for each individual pirate. So it gets better the more pirates you have. Pretty good card. All right, let's go. Okay, yeah, I'm certainly happy with this hand. So far, so good. Opponent rolling into 5. Also nice to be a deck that just can abuse the good old Cavern of Souls. This has haste, huh? Next turn. Yeah, I think I will just go with the Siren. The one caveat I have with this deck is that the artifact count does seem a little low. Oh wow, that was a nice draw. Yeah, the artifact count does seem a little low. It's actually reasonable to keep up Make Disappear here. It looks like a Resolute Reinforcements to me. Virtue of Loyalty, alright. Sure. Yeah, but it's very tempting to play these two out. Go 1-drop into double 1-drop is just very nice. Okay, looks like we're playing against a Pia deck. They found the Pia too. Looks like they don't have another land in hand, because if they did have another land in hand, they wouldn't play this land, because this land gives them a 1/1 next turn. Alright, I'll pop one of these maps. I think I'm okay with that, actually. It doesn't get much better than a free drop in the deck that stops at free mana, you know. Pretty happy they didn't play a land there. Yeah, but as I said, it was kind of likely they didn't. Oh wow. What the heck? That was good for me, I guess. I think... wondering which one I should pump. It's like, I might have to sack one, so I'm gonna give the other one more. Alright. Yep. Appraiser, hell no. I guess we're just playing a 2/3 flyer next turn. So, wait a minute. This can make my stuff into artifacts as well. That doesn't help really with that. No, it doesn't. Pirates. So yeah, we're just throwing stuff on the board, I guess, at this point. Opponent's at 9. They have nothing on board. They're playing a creature deck. I mean, if you want an extra mana, I guess you can make one of your random pirates or a schooner into a treasure for each player. It's a bit weird, not gonna lie. It makes it interesting in Commander, I guess. Raider down. Sure. Not a Siren. Might have, I don't know. I think I'll just put the thing on this Kitesail, the ward, the extra toughness, if they play Torch. What do they have? Oh, that's gonna stay. They have another Torch. Oh, they have a Carnosaur. Okay. Going full on Boros Discover. I mean, at this point, I think I just play this one as well. Really would be surprised if my opponent plays Sweepers. Oh, I see what you can do, actually. Against a Sweeper, I could, like, remove a creature, sort of. And then if they kill the Kitesail, I would get that creature back. That's kind of interesting. But when you remove your own creature, then you might be more susceptible to spot removal again. Because, yeah, you'd have less damage. But it might come up. It might come up. Okay, so we're playing Appraiser, Carnosaur, Circle of Loyalty. What's it called? Virtue of Loyalty, right? Negate? Nah. Interesting. Frenzy, Lithomantic Barrage. Definitely need to be able to kill the Pia, but I don't think Lithomantic Barrage is the card I want to bring onto my deck. I kind of like Disdainful Stroke. I guess Larcenist gets rid of Pia, but Boros does play a good amount of removal. Frenzy seems okay. Make Disappear seems good. Spell Pierce seems fine. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to cut this one because it's like... it seems not that impressive. I guess it's nice with Breeches when you can make treasures. Like, we only have 12 artifacts. Mirrex. I'm gonna trim one of them. Seems like one of the weaker cards. Maybe one Spell Pierce, add 2 strokes. Keep the Frenzy, keep the Larcenist. Maybe kick out a Larcenist for another Spell Pierce. This doesn't strike me as a spectacular matchup for my deck. Like, theoretically, Boros has the tools to deal with my stuff. If they have a bunch of Torch the Towers, maybe some Emperors. I'm not going to 6, but this hand is very mediocre. And it's just 2 cards that rely... okay, never mind. A hand is great. It never has been bad. Yeah, I mean, if you go Schooner turn 2 in this deck, you're happy, I guess. You're definitely happy. And the Schooner can bring down that mast. It's pretty impressive. Alright, a Pia turn 2 is no joke either. Guess I could have played the Captain there as well to get that 1/1 counter. But that makes me very susceptible to a Torch the Tower. I think I like the Schooner there on turn 2. Seems like the best play you can do with this deck. No attacks means no answer for the schooner. Another schooner. Let's crew an attack. They might have, you know, 2+2, I guess. Sorry, a 2/2 knight. I think I like that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play another schooner, honestly. It's a bit sad for the captain here, but don't think I want to go these two. It just, again, this card kind of dies to stuff. I'd rather have a schooner. Attack for 6 next turn. Explore a little bit. Schooner is a pretty impressive card. One of the better cards in the set, definitely. Yeah, like if I would have played the Storm Raider or the Captain, they would have just kind of sorted likely. I would have lost progress. Now they use their free drop to kill my 1-drop, which I'm all about it. Ooh, I did not think about that card. Oof. Nice. Well, I didn't play around that, definitely. It's pretty brutal. I feel like I got a little unlucky there. I don't know. Like, Broadout's End, really? I mean... yeah, I don't know. I think my play was fine. That was just kind of brutal. Breeches. Stupid Pier. Stopping everything. Too free. Too powerful. Oh, okay. Big Daddy in the house. Ay, 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 ay. I theoretically have Frenzy in my deck. Man, this is just brutal. I could attack, make this not able to block, I guess. Make this, get this, have a counter. Then I eat one of these guys. Then I look for a card. Maybe it's a Frenzy. I have a chance. Yeah. Now I'm almost, I mean, now I'm tempted to pump one of the other guys. They still block there? Funny. I can only play it this turn, I mean, seems weird. Okay, they're really going big here, so I guess I want the third Disdainful Stroke and another Frenzy. This Bonehorde Dracosaur is, I mean, if it lives, it's insane. Definitely. Very, very powerful. I had it in limited, in a sealed for the arena open. I was like, yeah, I'm having one of the best cards in the format. Every single time I played it, it got instantly killed. It's like, okay, great. My 5/5, awesome. Does nothing, just dies to a cheap removal. Well, I guess that's... I did cut the Larcenist as well, which would have dealt with something like that. But Larcenist pretty bad against both Brothers and Carnosaur and Torch. I guess not that bad against Carnosaur, but still. Alright, we're trying to find the Frenzy again, I guess. Target creature, the big guy, please. Exile and treasure. On this. Okay. Take 6. Jump block. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I likely won't be able to beat... Yeah. Dracosaur and P are active. Guess the flyer. Drawing 2 extra cards, but with a 5/5 flyer. And there's a Heartflame Duelist. Able to kill my Breeches. I don't have to play this out. I know I'm done. This is too much. Okay. Yeah. Do I want Spell Pierce here? Maybe not. And I guess I want Frenzy. Stroke or Larcenist. What's better? Larcenist just seems so risky. They have so much removal. It seems like they don't have good ways to deal with the glyph. Right? I mean, if they don't have Wandering Emperor, this thing could become pretty problematic for them. But I need a treasure or a siren. So like I don't have many targets that are good for this because putting it on a schooner doesn't seem that great. It doesn't seem terrible either, but yeah, you know, I'm only getting treasures there and with the siren, so I don't know. Doesn't seem that exciting. Could also see a Jaya for card advantage. Also kills a thing. This is such a weird matchup. I don't really know how these games play out. They can play out in many different ways. Mid-range. Mid-range. Mid-range being mid-range. Like if I could easily see myself losing with Disdainful Strokes to like Brotherhood's End and cheap removal. And then if I put in something like a Jaya, I could see losing to the Discovery stuff. I don't know. 5 lands. I think that's just too many. If there would be a utility land, maybe, but luckily there isn't, so I'm not even enticed into keeping something like that. So Cavern of Souls. I might need to have 2 blue actually for like double counterspells. Or like a schooner plus a counterspell. Could also need double red, to be fair. All right, fair. I'm gonna go with this. Man, Brotherhood's End would get me again here. But I guess Brotherhood's End gets me no matter what, really. Yeah, if they go like Torch here, I'm already on a mulligan. And I don't draw the creature next turn. I'm like super dead to Brotherhood's End, of course. And this is what I'm talking about. They just need like 1 Torch and a Brotherhood's End here, and I'm out. Yeah. This is a pretty good one as well. So I have a Disdainful Stroke in my hand, which looks awful right now. It's like, yeah. I don't know. Bit unlucky, I guess. It's the tough thing. As I said, like this matchup seems kind of difficult because you can't really prepare for anything. They have many different ways to annoy you. Obviously. Obviously, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Ah, that's rough. Double schooner, double Disdainful Stroke is just... Oh. Yeah, the variance is hitting. The variance is getting me here for sure. People are a big fan of this card. I'm not quite convinced yet. I mean, it does, logically speaking, make sense in a peer deck. Hey. Come on, just give me the Brotherhood's End, please. Do it. Oh, this is so stupid. Playing RNG-based game, what am I thinking? Okay. Can't keep up stroke. You know what? It's okay. I'm gonna find a land in the top 2, right? What I'm gonna do here, I can stack these triggers, right? Oh, I can't. Oh, it's not. I'm so stupid. It's not a pirate, so I don't get the other trigger, of course. Yeah. So Disdainful Stroke, no chance. Do I want to keep the 2/2? I think I'm happy to keep any creature, honestly. I would rather have maybe Spyglass Siren or the 2/1 that finds me. Like, the 2/1 that finds me another pirate is the best card here, obviously. So I just want more bodies to be able to crew these schooners. Okay. Out, bye-bye, ciao. No, we're not playing. No, we're not playing anymore. I'm not gonna let you Brotherhood Zen free schooners. Yeah, this was a bit of a painful game. RNG got hit, and again, like, it's kind of difficult bringing in Disdainful Strokes. Just as I said, in between games, you can easily lose a game like this then. And yeah, I mean, just getting extra unlucky and drawing a bunch of vehicles. That's the downside with vehicles. You need a high creature count index where you play vehicles. That's just how it goes. Doesn't go for something like Ezika's Chariot, because that is a vehicle that brings the creatures itself, so it doesn't give you... But yeah, for most other vehicles, you do need creatures. You can't just put them in your constructed decks. Indeed, I would like to play first. And this hand seems pretty okay. I'm missing a third land, but we have ways of finding it with either of these wonderful Siren pirates. Cavern of Souls on pirate, please. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just going with the 2/1 here. Unfortunately, do not have the spell piece up. So be it. Pretty similar to Fairy Mastermind. Yeah. That is actually really annoying here. Stopping my Malcolm. Interesting. Do I want to use a frenzy on that? Maybe I just use Kitesail. Give them a treasure. Funny thing is, I could make my own Siren into a treasure, which would be able to leave up... Oh, I could make the map into a treasure, huh? That could be able to leave up Spell Pierce. I'm gonna do that. It would maybe be nice to have the ability to crack that. You know, I don't know. Maybe they play some card that I can spell pierce, yeah. Like, it would also be nice to crack this for the Explorer. I don't know. Not sure what I'm up against, to be honest with you. Could be some mid-rangey deck, could be some token deck, could be a flash deck. Okay. One's thinking about this pretty deeply. Kind of tempted to just go Larcenist again. I wonder what's going on here. I have the Spell Pierce for a sweeper. I maybe should not have played the land because of Malcolm. But this is better against make this appear, so It's probably a card they have. I think it's good the way I did it. Here I'm not gonna choose anything. Mine. Okay. It looks kind of weird to kill the Siren, but I think because I have only flyers, I'm kind of getting just all in on that plan. This puts them on a 2-turn clock. I think I'm gonna ditch the Siren, keep the Spell Pierce around. It's like the way I lose this game, some sort of interaction with my flyers. Oh, this even lost flying. Oops, that's not good. So I only have 5 damage. Danik, okay, that's annoying. With the Explore, that could get really annoying actually. I'm starting to get the free thingy here, huh? Two more turns. That's definitely also a route to victory. Okay, found another Danik. Some sort of blue-white mid-range deck. So this will take the ability away forever. Until it's in play still. I don't have much removal for onboard things. I'm just gonna block this. Yikes. Not good at all. Sort of getting punished for keeping a Spell Pierce. I made a bit of a bet there. Didn't pan out for me. They also have the land, which is super annoying for me. They can just block my Malcolm with it. Yeah, this is slipping away from me. Couple bad draws here. And decision making on with the Spell Pierce. If I had a Siren, would have done it a little bit at least. There's something I can Spell Pierce, but... Okay, let's start with that. I wonder what they have here. Like, what would you... Maybe another Tidebinder, huh? That would actually be pretty good against my crewmate. No? You may cast the discarded card this turn. So you can't play lands with this ability. I'm wondering if I should play this first in case I hit something like a Schooner that gives me an extra counter. It's a bit of a hedge. But then I don't have Spell Pierce up. If I don't play the mountain, I would lose the treasure, which is also a map. This is very convoluted, isn't it? Then if I don't hit a spell that I want to discard, like make disappear, for example, or if I just hit another land, I'd rather have... No, then I can discard the land, I guess. I think the odds of me finding something with this that isn't something I can actually cast are so low. It's basically just Spell Pierce and the 2 make disappears. And the land I can just discard. Okay. No, I think I'm just gonna use my thing here. Like, doesn't look like a game where there's gonna be more opportunity to use my Spell Pierce. Come on, give me something. Damn it! Stupid. Stupid! That's a nice... Unlucky. The only spell. I mean, that and make disappear, I guess. Yeah, I get punished for playing this first, I guess. I didn't think about that. So I had 6 cards in my deck that if I would have hit them, it would have been bad. 3 of these and 3 counterspells. I don't know, the odds are still pretty good. And then I have Schooner, Siren that make artifacts, which would give a counter if I play this first. Yeah. You had 4. So you go to 7. Okay. I'm not gonna block. So if they activate the land, block the one of my creatures, they die exactly. If they have Wandering Emperor, they can kill a guy, go to 9, don't die. I'm at 14. Yeah, I don't think they have sweepers. I'm just going to play my Schooner, give a counter to the Siren, just diversify, and attack everything. All attack. So they could have like they could have, I don't know, like two ground creatures with flash, like a Tidebinder and a Virtue of Loyalty or something. Very Mastermind plus a Tidebinder. They haven't made a land drop. Are they activating the Anchorage? Then they need another 2 mana interaction. Maybe they have Get Lost in the deck. Okay, well, took you a while to figure out that this was lethal. Alright, I guess Lithomantic Barrage, theoretically pretty good against a blue-white deck. Although, all their, like, this is a thing you definitely want to kill, of course. The Schooner you can't kill with the Barrage. This is something you also kind of want to kill. Schooner is a bit of a... Schooner seems to be the creator of new archetypes, like this blue-white mid-range deck, or whatever you want to call this. We're also very reliant on Schooner. Alright, Schooner gets spell pierced. The Malcolm looked very mediocre, but I mean, it was kind of good for me, but I had to use my precious removal spells on the Siren, which is something you don't want to do, so it kind of lines up badly. If they play Fairy Mastermind, it also lines up badly. Like, you don't want to necessarily draw cards in your turn. I'm gonna play a Frenzy and a Barrage. I'm also thinking about cutting the Make Disappear. Something like a Braid would be nice for opposing Schooners. Maybe a Braid is gonna pick up more. I've been kind of unimpressed with the Captain Storm. Spell Pierce was kind of bad for me, but I think they probably run Wandering Emperor. They probably run Virtue of Loyalty. So I'm just gonna take, and then you can counter a Schooner on turn 1, which is a huge swing in your favor. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the 2 Make Disappears. I mean, card might not be awesome, but it's never that bad, even against the deck that's so cheap as my opponent seems to be. I mean, the only card they played that cost more than 2 mana was the Tidebinder, correct? They only played cheap cards. Tidebinder is a sweet card in a way. Would be kind of nice if that's very strong. Gotten a lot of flash cards lately. There's also flash payoff, isn't there? There's like the Errant and Giada, which says you can cast flash cards from your top of your library, I believe. I mean, this hand's one land, and I would so keep this. It does have the turn 1 spell pierce on the draw. Shivan Reef also not the worst land to have as one lander, because it does make everything be able to be castable. Am I tempted? Am I tempted? The spell pierce does it tempt me. It's such a good hand if I had lands. I'm usually not on the greedy side. I usually like to mulligan aggressively. So I'm gonna do it differently. You probably already assumed I'm gonna ship this, right? You're like, Arne doesn't keep a hand like that. Oh, okay. I think I'm actually gonna play Shivan Reef though. Like, it's just too important to counter the schooner. Yes! Alright. Drew the land, they have the schooner. I look really smart right now, which, yeah, don't hate that. Yeah, the low amount of Spire in the stack is due to, yeah, just tap lands with 1-drops don't work well, unfortunately. I wonder if we'll get the other psych. Oh, perfect. The other fast lands, like Spire Bluff Canal and stuff. Those would really help out. Okay. Pirate. What I was just thinking about in my head is that all the like blue and black and all those colors, I don't know how you call them, enemy or friendly, are always, I never know which one is which actually, but whatever, you know what I mean. Like we got Darkslake Shores and we got what are the other ones? The green-white one, Razor Wedge Thicket. We just have 5 more duels in those colors now, right? Or do we have pain lands in the other colors? No, we have pain lands in every color, right? No. Is the pain lands the replacement on the other side? Do we not have Underground River? No, we have. I think we have 10 pain lands, right? We have 10 pain lands, yeah. We have Dominaria, United Brothers War pain lands. So we have. They just have an advantage. The blue-white decks, like Seacrum Coast, they have an advantage. It's unfair. You know what? My opponent's keeping up mana. I'm gonna keep up mana. I guess I could have cracked the map token though. Yeah, that was a punt. I got a little yeah, I should have cracked the map tokens. Oops. Or should I? Or should I? Yeah, I need lands. I need lands. Come on. They might Tidebinder me here. No? Okay. Interesting. Just playing it. I think I'm just gonna counter that. It's just a 3-2, which is not very exciting, but this game is weird in a way that a 3-2 could actually become a little bit annoying. Or rather, I don't want them to have any board presence and like fall back. I don't want to fall back on the board. Looks to me that they are keeping up a counterspell. But they're missing land drops. I don't actually want to trade, do I? I'm just gonna chill as well on my counterspell. Yeah, they do have the Siren. The Siren is so good. I think this card is better than Frame Inspector. It's like a clue costing 2 mana to sacrifice is a lot. And a map, just 1, like that might just be better, you know? Could kill that, technically. Killing that, is that crazy? It's probably crazy, but I'm gonna do it. Might be crazy. But I have another removal in my hand, basically. So I think I can be... Okay. Well, now I have the Cavern of Souls, actually. I didn't even think about that. Oh man, that's funny. So I could technically play Breeches. But I think I actually want to play the crewmate first and just play it safe. Yeah, they have Make Disappear, but the Cavern is kind of messing with them. Yeah, missing land drops is rough for them here. And I should try to capitalize on that. But yeah, I'm still gonna play it somewhat slow though. I'm not gonna play my Breeches here. I'm just gonna go with these two and attack. Keep up make disappear. Like when I play Breeches, I give them an opportunity to mess with me because I don't have to make disappear up anymore. And now they need a depopulate. I don't think they're coming back into this game any other way. They're way too behind on life, on board. They have only 3 mana. Temporary Lockdown would do it as well. Temporary Lockdown would get me badly. Denik. That's just fine by me. Okay. $13 life. This is maybe a bit too aggressive. Could also activate the Spire. It's like I'm really running into a sweeper this way. But I also get these triggers, which I kind of want to get. I'm not gonna pop the map. I like that you can pop the map on one of these manlands later on. Okay, I mean, yeah. 5 triggers. Can you just concede? You are dead. Yeah. Alright. Good stuff. Look at that, back in Platinum. Good. Okie dokie, that was blue and red pirates. Yeah, I mean, we did some winning, so the deck is certainly something. But I feel like this deck is sort of susceptible to just removal, mostly. Like, all these things, besides the 2 cards I put aside here, they're pretty easily dealt with, but just, you know, cut down, Brotherhood's End and stuff like that. I mean, any types of cheap removal is problematic, I think. Like a Demia mid-range deck or a Golgari mid-range deck loaded up with removal could be problematic because they play cheap removal, stop you from early progressing. So what helps there is Schooner, because Schooner is, you can't go for the throated, you can't cut down it. So that card is very important in those matchups. And if you get it going early on, it can certainly snipe you some victories. And Crewmate, pretty strong card. Just, I mean, a 2/1 that looks for either your Schooner or another pirate. That's perfect in grindy matchups. If you can Crewmate into more Crewmates and so on, that's pretty good. And if you get a good window for the Breeches in, then you can also get some value there with the Exile top card of your library. So yeah, I mean, all in all, this deck is not bad, but it's definitely not the end-all be-all. I mean, yeah, like decks like these have existed in the past, and black, lower to the ground black decks with cheap removal usually can pick this apart pretty easily and sort of, yeah, stop them in the tracks. But yeah, these two friends here, these two, those are very, very impressive cards. Good shell for them to be at home, but they're not, of course, just bounded to this shell, or binded, you could say that. No, as we saw in the blue-white deck, which I might try in the future as well, you can just play them in any color combination that sort of works well. Schooner is just, yeah, both of these are just really, really, really strong. And maybe even the Tidebinder is good too, although I haven't seen that much of it. But yeah, maybe you can build a deck, the blue-white deck. And maybe I'll go to the blue-white deck next. You can make some suggestions if there's anything cool to try in Standard these days. I hope we get Smuggler's Copter soon into Explorer. But yeah, I'll be playing some Standard for now. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.